Ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Colin Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru, hello, hello, hello.
And closing out our SD2 Season 3 League coverage, today over on Orsha North, who do we have, Ryan?
On left-hand side in blue, we have Hypokrass playing 21st Panzer with balanced income. Right-hand side, we have Jardaboj playing a second guard Tankovy with a Maverick income.
I'm going to say it's Jardaboj. I'm going to guess because the BOJ, for some reason, I just feel like there's a Y in there someplace. I'm guessing. I'm probably wrong. So I'm going to call him Jardy.
Jardy.
So Jardy over here, like we said, bringing in that second guard core. And with 21st Panzer, actually, you're seeing a super early Boyd to Sherman or two. Actually, plenty of Boyd to Shermans.
Yeah.
And I think against the early push here, there's ISU 152 to the north. And a couple of those tanks, but this could be a shockingly good opening.
All those Shermans, especially on a map like this with a bit more close range, forest fight and infantry support, those stabilizers are really going to help out. They're not as good against C-34s compared to a Panzer IV, for example.
No, of course not. Of course not. We have a P4C over here in the center with his paper-thin armor, blowing a hole, or attempting to do so at least, against that artillery position. Regrettably, though, that artillery position also can hit back, and can hit back far more successfully.
Yeah, you're not really that impervious when you're only behind 30 millimeters of armor.
It's one of those things that makes you feel like you're impervious, though.
There's only 3 centimeters between life and death.
And for you non-metric people out there, that's like an inch and a half. So not really anything.
Not much.
I think I'm more fascinated by the fact that it's an airsats opening, which of course you guys know how I feel about that. But against the second guards, I mean, guard squads, airsats, you're doing it for the points in the cheap territory. And I guess later on, especially if it's 100 to 140, all you're trying to do is just hold out for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the second guard, they have alright infantry. I mean, it's a classic, Soviet tank doesn't need keys, have breeze. But they only have guard infantry, not strokey infantry, and guards are not as good as your strokeys.
Probably a good thing, considering the game would probably be completely over in about 3 seconds if they did have that.
Yeah, so strokey DPs, I'm looking forward to when they redo the infantry combat. Because right now, it's just semi-automatic rifles and assault rifles really the only weapons that matter.
Well, to put them as the kids might have put it, they're on fleek right now.
Yes, Khan. Not on fleek.
I said that the other day to some, let's say, offline friends of mine that look at me like I had 3 heads. So, I don't know. And maybe I'm just not quite with it with the times anymore, but yeah, that's cool. I'm okay with that. Living in the past with my homies, my Boyd to Shermans. Well, Boyd to Sherman, in the meantime, trying to engage that ISU 152, but he's basically throwing tennis balls at this and praying he can do something successful. That ISU 152 might as well be a battleship for all he's concerned. You're not going to pen it.
Yeah. And we got the same thing happening down south here for Pack 38 trying to kill an ISU 152, but not gonna work either. But very interesting play taking those ISUs early on, as you only get 1 per card in A phase. So, pretty heavy activation point attacks, so to speak. But they do a lot of damage, so the one down south has a crew killed, which is not better if the crew's alive.
I see driver knocked out.
See, or go back to...
Oh, wow, yeah, there we go.
It's kind of weird if the crew's been killed and driver's being knocked out. Is he, like, double dead?
Well, I think it's, you only live twice, so it's one of those moments right there.
Okay. This is why I manned my tanks with catch. I got 9 lives.
Well, that's what I was thinking they're manned by James Bond. You can only kill Mr. Bond, a couple of times, and then they just put a new actor in there. We're all set there. But at long last, he does do enough HP damage to kill it. Proving that if it bleeds, you can, in fact, kill it.
Yeah.
Looking to the north, we have this Panzer Strike squad who's running across open ground and predictably meets the end that you might have expected for him. But even then, there's actually an interesting collection of troops to the north. Is this one of those things, like they used to say how phalanx would attack each other and the rights would usually win, and then they would try to line back up and push back the other direction? I'm kind of wondering if Orsha North consistently has this happen. I cannot recall off the top of my head. But I feel like if you can control those long houses and then kind of push up, that's going to be a win right there.
Yeah, I mean, this map is really all just down to the flanks for the most part. So people usually push, even though push from center is actually a really good strategy most of the time, but because it's in the center of the map, it's scary. So we stick to the flanks where you can only get outflanked from run position.
The side where everybody else is. But there are a couple of long-barreled tanks moving on in. T-34 76 in Kombroti and a T-34 85.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, but that German equipment is not going to stand up to that.
Yeah, especially the German captured equipment, the German-American captured equipment, one rail they have. Those T-35s are real nuisance to deal with.
Well, unfortunate thing over here is that he's not engaged in the tank he can kill. I keep waiting for him to fire a shot off that's going to see that last one deceased. But it looks like he might be forced to desist sooner than that. The Ursa's trooper moving on in. Okay, so he's going to get just barely into the tree, into the buildings at that point. Guard squad, though, definitely going to see him push back pretty quickly, I'd imagine. Tank does go down.
I do like how Hippo has moved a little bit in the center here, trying to get into Jardy's town position down south. He's so close to completely capturing it. But if he can do that, that's 2 easy flanks under his control, and then he can put pressure down south.
He certainly can, but I think it's because he's using Deflect as opposed to Rollout. Deflect against a Jardaboj of this particular level I think is super effective. It's the whole matchup against type, you know, the psychic panzers against, you know, the guard tank corps. It's this whole thing.
So you're saying splashing is not a good move?
No, actually, you have to level up your P4 into a Tiger before that actually becomes an effective move.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing wrong. Okay, I'll take it to a waterfall next time.
Throw it over and see what happens.
Yeah.
It always boggled my mind that really we'd have Magikarp becoming just angry, which basically just means he was so ticked off at being mistreated that he becomes the biggest, baddest thing around, which is terrifying.
Well, it's based off a Japanese mythology.
Oh, is it? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's the whole thing about a fish going over, like a koi fish going over a waterfall and then becoming a dragon. That's what it's like. That's the whole meaning of it.
That is so cool. I actually never knew that at all. That explains so much about it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So I definitely want to get back to... I need that. Man, I gotta learn about Pokemon now, about how mythological they actually are. Dang. 21st Panzer right now, despite being heavily outgunned by a lot of these vehicles, you can see their own AFVs being taken out rather easily. And another swathe of guards moving on in. Still do hold the territorial advantage, and I think that's going to stay that way really until we get to another 60 seconds, another 90 maybe, even as we get to Phase B.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty much Jardaboj's time to shine once B phase hits. It feels like, the match is going to go into his momentum now, as he's starting to move a bit up north with the T-34s and all the infantry. He could probably capture some nice flank positions, but if Hippo can secure the southern side and keep that town under his iron fist, he should be fine.
Well, don't forget the Pak-38s, despite being somewhat underpowered from a literal historical perspective, they're still going to have 2 of them moving on in. We have another P4 moving into close support to the north. So yes, the T-34s are going to be excellent against armored fighting vehicles, but they are still blind as a bat. And indeed, I think they're only lucky that this Tankovy Niki down to the south is even holding the territory that he is.
Yeah, and he's not going to be holding much for too long, I think, as the circle slowly collapses around him.
I'm fascinated with this counterpunch, though, that we have these 5 squads of troops, the guards and the Tankovy Niki, shifting on forwards. Air touch trooping, speed bump. But, I'm not even trying to be, too cruel by saying that, but, like, think about it. We're not going to see a particularly big issue here.
No. I can just imagine a T-34 driving along the road, hits a bump. It's like, oh, what was that? 9 Germans.
Keep going,
just
don't
keep
worry
going.
about it. We got to
None of
buff
them
that
have
out the
machine
paint
gun,
later.
that's weird.
P4 down to the south does go down, but wait, we have a Panzer Shrek, and looks like he's... Shots up. That's 1 kill.
Nice. And
And
he's just gonna run right into the open to get the second.
Yeah, dude, I would too. I mean, again, that thing's got all tons of range.
Yeah.
And the other guy realizes it's discretion's a better part of valor. Unfortunately, the T-34-85 is now completely declawed. Like, that guy can just sit right near the crest of that hill and be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Hippo's is bloody 18-6 now. He's doing really well for himself, especially considering the B-phase advantage that Jardaboj has, economically speaking.
Yeah, he's doing really well in the south. The north is going to be a bit of a problem. And here comes the Panzer Shrek running over the hill, and yeah. And like you said, I think this is the time that Jardaboj over here is going to go and just pound the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the Tankovy in the guards.
But he's only got 9 minutes to do so, and he needs to... I mean, he is playing an armor division. He has mechanized troops. So he can do a fast and brutal maneuver. Just really be able to do it. I think if he secures that town in the north, and then start heading down south, hit up those flags, he should be able to get things swinging in his direction.
Well, regrettably, there's a Pak-38 in the north who's able to go and put fire onto this tank. But he's desperately out in the open, and he's not going to be able to pull back, I think, before he gets taken out by some of the Soviet infantry. Have I been proven wrong? I have not just yet. He has to go deeper into the trees for that to happen. Ooh, look at this thrust in the center, too. Look at this. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 squads and another T-34-76. Looking to punch through the central town. He's got the firepower. I think I'm just a little bit concerned about this Pak-38 sitting to the west of the town.
Yeah. I wonder how Panzer IV will do, just holding down that crossroad by himself. He's going to have to pull off a real Fury moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's really going to be a Fuhrer about this, though.
No. Kills one.
Well, he kills the officer, which is almost as important as anything else.
Yeah. Kills two. Here he goes.
Oh, wait, there was a... Whoa.
Cluster
JD-88, what did he drop on?
I don't know. But something probably died, because he's around.
I mean, kind of humorously as well, we actually have 4 half-tracks going on a bit of a lark down hugging the southern tip here. But the intended infantry will push back the Flammenwerfers, and that 250 Mark 9 is not going to do a whole lot either. So I'm thinking, like you said, this is that moment. P4 goes down. This is that moment that Jardaboj needs to go and take as much territory and maybe, just maybe, hold these western edges of these forests on the south part to the northern part right there with the flag. He's got to hold it. That's got to be the target under consideration.
Yeah. You need to just keep that northern push going. It seems like he's lost a little bit of steam as he tried to do his southern push. And I think he can eventually retake that town. It's just going to take him a little bit more time. The Panzer IV machine gun team is doing some pretty solid work and keeping Jardaboj stuck in that bloody forest.
I'm kind of stunned right now. Oh, never mind. I was thinking that the Pak-38 would be able to engage there. Bailed out already? Where's he taking shots from? Oh, it was a P4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No. It wasn't the P4. I guess the Pak-38 is now getting magical
Pak-38.
sight.
If you look all the way down south, we got a little bit of a half-track maneuver here with these M2A1 half-tracks.
Well, that's what I was talking a little bit about before. Pak-38 not really bothering to engage them. He's going to get taken out here, but he might be able to force... Oh, no. Never mind. You should have this.
God damn it. 50 cows. Really not doing any damage to that Pak-38. I'm quite surprised. You're expecting a little bit more from a 50 cal.
Well, don't worry. We have a Königstiger moving on in to take care of those 3 half-tracks.
Ooh. Yes.
Yikes.
Heavy armor on the field. On a map like this, the King Tiger... I mean, if you put it on one of those, like, hills where the Panzer IV is, it pretty much shuts everything down. But if he brings it down south, it's going to be widely exposed to all sorts of nasty fire.
That might be the case, but right now that Pack 38 is getting himself more kills. Skadoosh, okay.
I would really think his half-track should be doing more damage with the machine guns, but...
But
no,
wait, is he in green cover? He's in green cover, that's why.
He is in green cover. But even at range and 50 cows, huh. It's how it is. And town finally going down to Jardy, capturing it. So this is going pretty good for him now. The 14-10, he's got momentum. He's pretty much captured a decent chunk of the not southern, but central area of this map. It's just whether he can keep up his momentum, because when C-Face hits, it's a pretty huge disparity.
Well, right now, he knows the Koenigsegg is there. At minimum, he knows there's a heavy tank in the south. Now, outside of that, wait, Ju-88 moving towards these 234-76, the 43 variant here. Should get a kill. There we go. Surprised actually he didn't try to deploy further south.
Yeah. And we got one of those Yak 9s trying to come in.
I don't think there's enough firepower there. 37mm is great and all that, but like, Ju-88 is decently durable, I would think. And shockingly enough, the speed disparity is minor at best.
Yeah, it's pretty damn fast. You got Brumba out on the field, giving a lot of high explosive fire support, but he has a lot of rations.
It certainly is. Koenigsegg, in the meantime, by the way, he's trying to engage some of this material down to the south. He's got to watch out, because the PTRDs can nag him to death.
Mm-hmm. Or just an infantry squad of an anti-tank grenade if there was one. But it's very ballsy maneuver, you know, the King Tiger having his southern flank exposed. Yeah, it's something you don't want to risk with a tank like that.
Well,
you want to have it...
Please.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
No, go, please.
I just don't want to have that exposed.
Certainly true, but we do have another grumbling bear moving on to the south. And the other one just continues to try to pound away at some of these T-34-85s in the center, but HE is not going to do enough to see their day ruined. No, sir.
Oh no. The T-34s have a little bit of a hard time penetrating that Brumba at such a range. And we've got a Pack 43 on the field, on the hill. That can do some serious firepower, but yeah, there's a lot of ration firepower trying to blow them up. Well, shoot them up. And a Yak 9 really wants him shot up.
3 squads moving in just to assist, 2 more squads to the south. Yeah.
That King...
Yeah, I was going to say the King Tiger is either going to be super lucky or super dead. And I don't... Oh, no. Oh, no. Guard squad right there.
What are you doing with the King Tiger?
So much pain. Guys,
I mean, it does have 90mm of rear armor, but still not the position you want to be in. C-34 could get in and get a rear shot. That would be beautiful.
That'd be painful.
Hardy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, it's gonna be a front shot. Oh.
Maybe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He does. Not even a single bit of suppression from being shot point blank from an 85mm gun. That's the King Tiger. Yeah, he's reversing now.
He is, but you still gotta watch out. Take with this on Miki. No real firepower from that direction anymore, but it'd be really embarrassing to find yourself getting forced to a surrender here.
It felt like the King Tiger should not have survived yet. Like, in
it
that
still feels that way.
But
the
armor has... Well, it's kind of saved him in that regard. Also, the extra infantry reinforcements.
Well, Pack 43 is gone. We got the Panzer Grenadiers trying to keep the guards at bay. It is 17-7. Like you said, we're going into that last... Ooh, another Koenigsegg to the north. Going into that last phase pretty quickly here, and Hypokrass at that point has just over 2 times the income of his opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing this, I don't think Jardaboj over here is packing for a late game. No, indeed, I don't think he is even remotely.
Yeah. It's going to be about whether Hippo can now turn things around in C-phase and retake some Well, I don't want to say stolen, but lost territory. I mean, down south, I think he can make a pretty good case in capturing some extra flags. Yeah, he's pretty close in securing it. The rest of the map does not look pretty, especially this entire central position.
Oh
There's
my
really not
god,
any
stop
Germans yet.
running your freaking brew bar next to a forest! Oh man, those things are endangered.
Especially in this climate.
Yeah! Yeah, I mean, bears are meant for two things on the front lines. Carrying ammunition and drinking vodka with the soldiers.
Mm-hmm, exactly. But he keeps running them up. That's why they're so grumbly. They keep getting into suicidal missions.
Well, exactly. Exactly. I'd grumble too. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Especially with a big-ass engine in the back.
Codex Teague in the meantime, probably going to get another kill here. Yep. Kill. So, definitely, I'm not going to say worth his weight here, because those things are awfully heavy. I'm kind of fascinated to see how the one in the north does, since we have 3 tanks practically on top of each other. So I could bum rush, flank, and see a very, very quickly killed Tiger.
Mm-hmm. But I know, considering the Southern Run's track record, I have a pretty good feeling that Northern Run will do some serious work. I mean, T-3476 is up here. They're gonna have a pretty hard time killing that King Tiger unless they get a point-blank side shot.
Which they will get, because this Codex Tiga is...
Oh yeah, it's pretty close.
First of all, by himself. Guys, please, keep up one squad to the north. Sack the squad. You got it. You've got a screen for him.
Yeah, we got another King Tiger being brought into the center, so Hippo going all in for the heavy armor.
Now the shooter knocked out because the Zis gun's over here. This could be a dead one to the south. Didn't even see the Zis 2s come in. I don't think. Yep, he didn't either. He never saw his killer. Meanwhile, so the north kicks off between the Koenigs Tiga and the first of his victims. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other two withdraw deeper into the forest? No, not quite. And the T-34 is making a rather dignified hustle for the rear.
Yeah. But goddamn, it's 5:19 now. Jardy, he is keeping on that goddamn pressure, just all over the place. I have a feeling that Hippo's got another King. He's got 4 King Tigers on the field.
Yeah.
Well, I think the one down south got blown up.
Yep, one down south.
But oh no, he fell into the trap card of only buying King Tigers and nothing else.
Well,
it's a classic blunder.
Only slightly overshadowed by never fighting a land war in Asia.
Yes. Yeah. As you can see, he's got some really nasty, heavy pieces. He's got another King Tiger.
and this is where it's like he was on the brink in my mind, I think, of pushing back Jardaboj over here. But I don't know that that's going to continue to happen.
I think he's just having a laugh now buying all these King Tigers. I have a feeling he's just realised he can't push back against just... I mean, he could if he didn't spend all his money on King Tigers. Just need some infantry up north to try and clear things out. But yeah, you're not gonna win the war with just 4 King Tigers. This isn't Men of War.
They tried that at Kursk. It didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to the one to the north, they claimed the other 2 T-34-76s. I mean, bravo, my friend, bravo. But you know, at what cost?
Yeah, and then you gotta clear out all the infantry and whatnot. And King Tigers aren't exactly good in that sort of thing.
Honestly, I've seen some infantry here, which is just only barely cuts off what I was going to say about going to ×2 here. Still might want to, but we'll give another minute or two here to see if we can pull this back. That northern side, again, there's a couple small squads here and there. If this guard DP takes out this King Tiger, zoinks. They're going to get into the trees, and because of the King Tiger is going to continue to move on.
Honestly, I don't think those anti-tank rifles have a shot in hell in killing those King Tigers, even from the side or back.
No, but they can crit them.
Too thick.
They can
yeah, it can crit, yeah. That's a good point.
And the first shot's coming in. Somehow he misses a 55-ton piece of equipment.
It's even heavier now. I think it was like 70.
I actually thought it was
This is
too heavy
ridiculous.
now, but
No, like the original Tiger was 50 tons or whatnot. But it's ridiculous. Like,
guys,
making 70 tons.
it's like
down south.
barn.
Down south, the guards run up to King Tiger, throw anti-tank grenade. They miss. Now they have to reload a second anti-tank grenade. They throw it.
Oh my god.
Doesn't pen.
Well, don't worry, they got 4 more squads moving in. The 3 guards that take out this Niki, so the peak grunts are going to go down. They're going to get torn to shreds here. They're in the open.
Oh god, it's 321. Yeah, but I know as King Tigers was a terrible mistake.
I was watching this man after man in the open. I just get torn to shreds. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Well, Hippo had himself, I think, a solid starting position here, and at the end, it's just like, ah, screw it. That's unfortunate. I think he could have pulled it back. I really do.
I felt like he could too if he focused a bit more on just infantry and medium armor support, and artillery. But that didn't happen. But pretty close in kills.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a couple of Russian units here and there who did a couple of kills, not a whole lot. Shockingly, I think the more killy materials over here on the German side of things. Not anything impressive. I mean, for the most part, even the tanks that were being taken out are more kind of like, it's good, but it's not fantastic.
Yeah, even the King Tigers were pretty lackluster, but it's kind of King Tigers.
Yep.
Especially in 1v1s.
Yep.
There's just usually not enough stuff for him to shoot to really pay themselves off, or to really get a... Unless you'll find an open field to just, like, shut down an open field. That's where you use the King Tiger. But if you're trying to push into, like, a forest fight map like that, just get a Panzer IV.
Yep. I wouldn't even go and be able to negate that by any stretch of the imagination. I can't even add on to that particular analysis. I'll leave it up to you, sir. Any final thoughts then, as we close out this week?
No.
Alright. We may have some news coming real soon. I'm not too sure. There's definitely some stuff on the horizon I'm going to take an eye out for there, folks. But for right now, then, until next week, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.